Go back and we wish them both the best to our commentary team of Joe Johnson and David Hendon.
I'm sure Elliot Slessor is feeling good about things. Not just the scoreline, obviously 3-1, but how well he's played so far. And the difference is the errors that he's made have not been punished. He, on the other hand, has punished. Dominic Dale's mistakes, a couple of missed pots along the way, have contributed.
Thank you, frame 5. Dominic Dale to break.
So Dominic Dale, I'm sure, welcomed that interval just to collect his thoughts. He needs to tighten up in a few areas here. By no means out of this yet. Of course, it is best of 9, but he trails 3-1. Elliot Slessor, the highlight from him, the 128 clearance in frame 3. He's looked confident so far, but a big potential 5 frames to come. He hopes only for a couple to reach the semis.
Was that not dropped?
Rather sarcastically saying, how's that not dropped?
Yeah, very good pot. Looks like the pink will go. Red just above the black available as well. That should do his confidence a little bit of good. He very nearly missed the pink, and he may not be on the red because of that. If he is on it, he might be able to bring the black into play.
Thank you. 7. Eight.
And that's the absolute perfect spot to be on blue to open those reds up. Gonna try and catch that red. That's on the pink spot, fairly full in the face. Just checking to see if there's any plants there. Doesn't want to knock a red in. Well, he's hit them well, but he's not on anything easy.
13.
Deserved to be on something a lot easier than this. Didn't hold back, hit them plumb. Yeah, didn't get any
14.
action into the cue ball. He was expecting it to come back to the blue. Yes, a little rub of the cushion. Must have been a big bounce.
It's not straightforward, is it? This is a red in bulk. There's reds out in the open at this end of the table as well.
He might be forced into taking a colour on. Not a nice situation to be in.
Blue ball.
Took it on. And he's got it. What a good shot. Played it in such a way that it was going to block the pocket had he missed it, but what a good shot this was from Dominic.
19.
Clever.
And then he misses that. Wow. Wow.
Dominic Dale, 19.
After such a good recovery.
Yeah, and he's had a result as well, not leaving it on, this red. Could so easily have left this red on. He's tempted to take this red on nearest the right side cushion. It's a big shot. Here we go then. He's taking it on. Oh, brilliant shot. Brilliant shot. And he's going to be on the yellow or the green. What a shot that was. He gave it full consideration before he played it, weighed up all the odds, and it was well worth it.
But also, there was no sort of, woe is me, I'm not on the easy red either. He just accepted he wasn't on it and got on with the shot in hand. And that is work, I think, that he has done. We saw him with his notes in between frames. He's working with Chris Henry. All of that is part of what we're seeing here this week.
3.
He's always been a terrific talent, Elliot Slessor. He's just working on the temperament that's, I think, helping him.
Four.
Yeah, he's helped quite a few people, Chris Henry. And I talked to him nearly 30 years ago and he knew what he was talking about. Very good coach, mental coach.
Well, we've seen with John Higgins, he's talking to someone as well. It just helps, doesn't it, in this sport, which is such an individual sport, to just have somebody in your corner. Sometimes it's a technical coach, sometimes it's
10.
more on the mental side, sometimes it's both. Ronnie O'Sullivan, of course, famously with Dr. Steve Peters.
Yeah, just overhit that one slightly. Very close to that red.
Yeah, and it's worth saying maybe you've got to play the shots ultimately. So all the work can be done, yes, but then it's up to you
16.
to actually perform. And so far he is.
Well, if there's any doubt, then he should play up for one of the board colours, which is easy enough to do. He's thinking about trying to hold for the pink or blue, but no need to. Just play up for one of the board colours
17.
like so. You can always come back down to the reds. He has overdone it slightly, but it should be okay. And by getting the pink back on its spot,
9, 10.
it makes the frame a little bit easier to win. Pink will go to the middle.
20.
Well, it's a similar pattern in a way, isn't it, to the past few frames. Dominic Dahl
26.
unexpectedly missing. Didn't leave an easy pot. I mean, Elliot Slessor knocked a great red in, but when he's in, he looks comfortable. He looks assured. He's concentrating and what he's doing.
27.
And not so far, Joe, showing any signs of nerves of the occasion. Quite the opposite, actually.
No, that's right. You know, he's you can tell by his pace around the table that, you know, he feels like he's going to get these shots. And to be fair, yeah, he did knock in a great red to get in here, but he shouldn't have had chance at that because it was down to Dominic missing the easy red to the corner after knocking in a terrific blue. He'll be disappointed with his game today, Dominic, so far, but it's not over yet.
Oh, well, I was about to say, Dominic
says
Dale's
that.
watched enough snooker to
33.
know you can have a sudden turning point, and here it could be this shot here from Elliot Slessor. Unexpected miss.
Yeah, and a chance to inflict some pain of his own. It's a tough table, this, but it's a chance that he didn't expect. Only 14 in the game, so he's still in this, very much so.
One.
Well, it's kind of got to start here if there's to be a recovery, because he may not have had the chance in this frame. It didn't look like he would. And then if he can take it, the question is, what does that then do to Slessor's confidence and all that positivity we were talking about? But it's up to Dominic Dale to try and inflict some pain of his own here.
Well, that's what it's all about, David, this game. You know, who inflicts the pain, who can get over it.
Six.
Martin O'Donnell in the semis. Here we go then. On
7.
Yeah, didn't finish ideal on that red. He wanted to leave an angle on the pink to be able to disturb the 3 reds or drop in behind one. So may have to play up for the one in the balk area. Oh, he's seen something different. Well, whatever it was he saw, he didn't do it.
Just to say the
13.
score has disappeared for now, but he's 4 behind here. It's 36 Slessor, 32 Dale.
Well, it's not the right time to play a dodgy plant like that. And if it goes in, we'll be saying brilliant, but this isn't a shot to play for me.
Thank you. Something's wrong with the scoreboard.
Well, there's a scoring issue on our graphic and also with the arena scoreboard. So hopefully one of them will be right. On our original graphic, Slessor was a point in front. On the World Snooker scoreboard, he's 4 in front. Micah Kessler, the referee's gone to look at it. Well, there you see, 4 in front. Now, is that right or not? Leo Scullion is the man who's been putting the score up, the marker. And Micah Kessler doesn't think it's right, so it may be that ours was right in the first place. Well, it's just alleviated a bit of the tension, actually, hasn't it? They're just having a joke about it, the 2 players.
have to correct it.
If I come back and there's 5 on the board, it'll be murder.
Well, now Slessor seems to be taking a toilet break. So suddenly this quarter-final is just falling apart before our eyes. He's left the arena. This will be Dominic's chance to maybe entertain the audience. Now the scores are changing. Here we go. So it was correct initially that what we had, and it was wrong in the arena. So there's 1 point in it now.
Actually, this could do Dominic a little bit of good, just to release a bit of tension. Just have a little conversation with the referee, maybe the audience, and just relax a little.
Yeah, it's sort of unexpected sort of interruption to what was happening. Just takes the immediate tension of the situation out of the way, because it's a massive moment in the match, isn't it? You know, it's 3-1. There's a point between them. It feels kind of like a must-win frame for Dominic Dale. Elliot Slessor just checking no more points have gone on Dominic's score as he comes back. And we can restart.
So, that kiss on the green has given Dominic another chance. The red below the black, the one nearest the black cushion, will go into both pockets, actually.
1.
Got to be able to land on the blue to get to it, and he's straight on the blue. He's going to have to take the more difficult pink to get to the reds. Yeah, good pot. Nicely on the red as well.
Seven. Eight. Yeah, sure.
Not happy with the contact.
14.
Wanted to be straighter on this red. It would have been simple then just to play for the black. As it is, now the cue ball looks to be going into the black. They may have to screw off the black, play for the pink or blue. If he plays a delicate little cannon to the black, he may not finish on the black to be able to get to the red. I think that was... Nicely played. Lots of left-hand side on the cue ball to finish on the red. 20 points the lead.
Yeah, and that interruption out of nowhere, it seems quite significant now, actually. It just took a bit of the tension out of things. Just gave Dominic Dale a moment or two to regroup. Oh, the red struggles in.
I didn't think that was going to drop, actually. But it's okay.
Yeah, so 21 in front. Just checking the scores. Took the green 24, yellow 26, and Slessor would need a snooker.
$25. $27. $30.
Well, the scores are now right, and Dominic Dell will like what he sees in this frame. Not so much that, but 29 in it, 22 on, two
Dominic
snookers.
Dale, 30.
Well, it's very unlikely, but you just never know. You just never know.
Well, Slessor and Gary Wilson are known for playing on for snookers, and Slessor, I remember he's one frame once he got about 6 that he needed. You know, the fact he was playing on needing that many, so he can get them. Dale could have put it away there. Second chance at the brown. Ah, nicely done. Third time the brown goes in. So it's going to be 3-2. And as I say, that scoreboard interruption just did seem to make a difference to things. Maybe just changed the intensity a little bit. Slessor, he took a bathroom break and came back and immediately made a mistake, left a red on. And Dominic Dale has won the frame. So this quarter-final has got closer. Elliot Slessor's lead is reduced to 3-2. Me and Joe desperately trying to read what was on that bit of paper, but I couldn't quite make it out anyway. It means something to Elliot Slessor, clearly, as he breaks off here, leading 3-2.
Yes, we had our noses up against the screen there, but didn't do us any good. Elliot Slessor, he missed an easy red in the last frame, didn't he, to that right corner. And that allowed Dominic Dale to start his mini comeback.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things John Higgins was struggling with was putting aside, if you made an elementary error, just forgetting about it. Now, this is John Higgins we're talking about,
Well,
so if it can affect him, it can affect anybody. Meanwhile, he didn't quite reach the red there.
I haven't really seen that he touched it, so.
But he misses it again. Do you want?
So, Elliot, what did you do? So,
Just feathered it slightly. If anything, just move it a smidgen back.
so
Yeah, I mean,
what should you advise me to do with the white? So it's
Just maybe bring it. Just touch your finger with it. Just bring it to touch back.
so which direction?
So this way, because I feathered it forward.
I mean, obviously it barely moved, but I can understand what
Thank you.
Dominic's saying. If he did it again, then he'd have to hit it the third time, if it's a miss. Well, I think they've agreed a re-rack.
Thank you. Yeah, re-rig.
So we're going to go again a bit quicker than a couple of the re-racks yesterday between Martin O'Donnell and Anthony Hamilton. They had 2 in the first frame, which eventually sort of got going for real over an hour into play. It was long, drawn-out business. That was slightly quicker.
Yeah, all depends who gives the other one the nod, doesn't it? You know, I'd be quick to do that, but some players may just want to spin it out a bit. Can't see the advantage of just tapping it there for 10 minutes.
Maybe that's on his paper. If in doubt, have a re-rack. Anyway, here we go. Take 2 for frame 6.
Frame 6. Elliot Slessor to break.
Elliot Slessor leading 3-2 in the second quarter final here in Llandudno this afternoon. Dominic Dale having won the last frame. Because this tournament, the last few years, has provided what you'd have to say surprise winners. Jordan Brown, Joe Perry, of course, was an established player, but didn't seem to have much form until he won it 2 years ago. Last year, Robert Milkins. Of course, he had won a tournament, but he was playing for that big bonus prize as well, so he was under pressure. Oh, beautiful, Dominic.
Yeah, great shot. Now, can he get the black? It looks tight to me. It's a great opening red. And if he just rolls it in, if it does pot, and he just rolls it in, then I can't see him being on the red either. The red's going to go towards that cluster. Yeah, try to hold that red out
Dominic
of the
nears
cluster.
1.
Now, Elliot Slessor with a chance here to open that pack of reds off the black. First of all, got to pot the red.
One.
Well, he's got to try and get into the reds there from the black. Yes, he's on the pink, but the black is in an ideal position. Okay, is he on one? Well, in a fashion, he's on a red to the left corner, but it could have been easier. Yeah, good recovery shot. Now nicely on the blue. He's got the reds open.
What I liked there was, because he could have been on an easier red than that, but there was no throwing up the arms, you know, oh, the injustice of it all. Nothing like that at all. Just got on with it, which is a good sign, I think. Staying positive.
Yeah, the next shot, again, not straightforward. Just drop it in dead weight. He'd have a red to the right corner, but not easy. Decided to play it at speed. There must be a red that goes in the middle of that cluster.
14.
Don't understand that last shot. Just drop it in. But this red is still on to the middle. Nicely played as well.
15.
So now he's in full control of this frame.
22. $23.
He's tough in those middle ranks. The standard is so high. You know, to be the world number 50, which Elliot Slessor is a huge achievement, but it can be demoralising to sort of lose qualifiers and not even be at the main venue. But he's playing now the sort of snooker that suggests he can be a major threat this weekend if he can get through this match.
I think he made a good point earlier. He's seen his pal Gary Wilson do well, and they play each other in practice, and you know he'll hold his own, I'm pretty sure. He'll be thinking, it's my turn now, and he's playing like he believes it. But we are getting to the back end of this match, and that's where the real pressure starts to appear.
$39.
Just under hit it slightly. He could play the cannon to either of those two reds, the one below the pink or the one a bit further out. Got to concentrate on the pot more than the cannon. And that will do nicely.
$46.
Has slowed down a touch, which is to be expected.
$47.
Well, he's got himself into a wonderful position here to press on to 4-2 and be just a frame from the semis.
Yeah, that used all the pocket, didn't it? And that's why he's not straight on this red to the middle, but he still should be okay.
$55.
Made a difference, didn't it? Didn't intend to kiss the red. Tried to just slide past that red. He would have had the black to the left corner. Sorry, in the right corner from our angle. Now, will he try and just push the black to that right side cushion?
Well, again, I mean, it went wrong and he'll be annoyed, but he didn't show that annoyance, did he?
Slessor, 55.
Just thought about what he was doing. He's in a strong position here, leading by 54.
Well, there is a red that will go at the back of the pack there, if he wants to play it. Surprised that Dominic played that type of shot, because if this goes in, could cost him the frame. And he was always going to leave it the way he played the shot. Well, he doesn't want to bring the black into play, and the natural shot really is to play this red thin, take the cue ball back down the table, but as I say, he doesn't want to bring the black into play. Not quite that thin.
Oh, you miss. Dominic did 4.
Dominic could bring the black into play here, playing the red just above the black. Oh, that's a great pot. Can he see the pink? Can he see enough of it? What a great shot that was.
Yeah, well, if he's on this pink, what a kiss off the black that was.
I think he is on it. Yeah, what a kiss it was, as you say, David. That couldn't have gone any better. Everything goes because the kiss on the black has released the reds next to it.
7.
So Slessor will be concerned for that very reason. He was in control of this frame, lost position, of course, initially pushed the black safe.
8. Thirteen. 14.
Yeah, he finished the wrong side of the red, didn't he? Which forced him to play back down for the pink. It was the blue, the previous shot, that caused this problem.
Extend address, please. Right.
Yep.
Never easy. And another
Dominic,
half chance.
14.
Elliot Slessor. One of these long reds going. Could be frame.
Well, it's disappointing for Dominic Dale because, like we said, he got the dream kiss on the black to be on the pink. Frame kind of opened up as a result, but sits down 36 behind.
What about that for a pot? Very, very unfortunate. He's not on a colour. Terrific pot. Can't even push a colour safe.
Elliot Slessor 1.
Well, he's looking at playing the red in off the red. A red and a pink would be enough for Slessor. Played it with a lot of right-hand side on the cue ball to try and get him behind the yellow. Not quite. Doesn't want that cue ball in. Oh, what a shame. It was a good
Elliot
safety.
Slessor 4.
Catching the red so thin. Can't afford any more foul strokes. 41 points, the difference.
Yeah, he's going to need at least one black now, Dominic Dale. Slessor holding all the cards, but hasn't quite got the frame one yet.
Similar scenario, doesn't want to move the black from where it is. And he'll be happy with that. Tying the black up. Gives him some breathing space. can't really afford to take the red on. And not easy to get the safety, the double kisses on. Now you could play the double here, try and get the cue ball back into the baulk area, or just send the red down the table. I think it was worthwhile playing the double. Goes in, he wins. This is close. I just got a quick glimpse of that going down the table. Now, if he can see it, he's got to get to the pink, and he can't see it. Has he hit it hard enough? Difficult to tell from here whether Elliot can pot that or not. It's close.
Just needs the red in. Dale will need snookers. I think you can see this. In it goes. So a little battle within a battle there, but Elliot Slessor looks like he's going to be framed from the semi-finals of the Welsh Open. In truth, he's done the scoring in this match. He's made the 4 highest breaks. Dominic Dale's highest to 51 in the first frame, which he won.
6.
But other than that, just a 41 and a 30 from Dale. Could have done with that in, although it is a snooker.
And it's
Holds his hand up.
6 and the frame.
And Dominic Dale in the snooker position has remained in his seat. So Elliot Slessor then needs one more frame to reach the semi-finals here in Llandudno, leading Dominic Dale 4-2.
Thank you.
So it's 4-2.
Frame 7.
Elliot Slessor needs one more frame to reach the semi-finals. Dominic Dale looking to apply some pressure here, make the match closer. As I say, from Dale's perspective, it's been scoring really that's let him down today, just that 151. You kind of think by the time you get to the quarterfinals of a ranking event, you need a bit more than that, really. Slessor, meanwhile, has had a century and 3 half centuries.
Yeah, Elliot's attacked the balls a little bit more. And of course, he hasn't missed as many important shots at vital stages in the game, which Dominic has done. And that's a good attacking safety from Dominic Dale, getting that cue ball tight to the cushion, opening the reds up. Very attacking safety. Doesn't want to come past the red. Doesn't want to come past it, and he's left the red on. So an early chance.
Well, a good chance to get scoring, but How's he feeling? It's been a rather trying afternoon for him. He's just made the odd error unexpectedly.
Yeah, he's disappointed because he wanted to be low on the black, and that way he would have been able to give that red near the black spot a little nudge. But it's not the end of the world. He can still get to reds.
Eight.
Plenty of action on the cue ball there from Dominic. It looks like the black will still go to the left corner.
Nine.
Well, he's busying himself with that bit of paper. Whatever written on it has been with him all afternoon.
Well, there's nothing he can do at the moment except try and prepare himself in case he does get a chance. That's what it's all about. Trying to keep your mind free of all negativity. Easy to say.
16.
Yeah, the problem is, as you know, Joe, there's so many things that can go wrong, and they're not always your fault. So it becomes a challenge then to stay in that good mindset, all the work you've done before the match, to stay in it during the match.
Twenty-three. Twenty-four.
Yeah, not the best kiss in the world for Dominic there. I think he played for the black or pink into the corner.
24.
Well, this is a big moment, isn't it? Because it could be end of match. If it goes wrong, where the reds are.
Well, it's a brave shot to take on. I don't think I'd take it on thinking it's the last shot and I might make. I mean, it's not an easy black, is it?
Green.
Green ball.
Live to fight again, playing the green. Well, unless you go to pot it, of course. That was a very risky shot to take on, and he was fortunate to kiss the yellow. Otherwise, he would have been back down the table, and Elliot would have had an easier chance.
Well, it was hamper cure, wasn't it? I mean, it was a horrible shot, actually. It's almost, if you have to take that on, it's a horrible shot, but you didn't have to. So Slessor, he's in the frame he needs to win the match.
Yeah, well, the green that he took on, Dominic, could still cost him the match. As I say, brave shot to take on, but I'm not sure if it was the right one, especially as he was hampered as well.
Well, Slessor, we
3.
saw, looking at his bit of paper, whatever's written on there, he'll be
4.
looking to just stay calm here. That's the most important thing, stay calm in what it would be a big frame for him. He's been in 2 previous semi-finals, Belfast 2017, the British Open 2021. A lot of tournaments since then where he's come up short. I've liked his attitude today. He's had a good manner about the table. He's been positive. When things have gone wrong, he hasn't bemoaned his luck. Just stayed calm. And that's what he's got to do for about another 7 or 8 minutes.
10.
Oh, there's confirmation that the black does go. And that's giving him a great chance. Dominic now just looking on, maybe thinking, why did I take the green on?
17.
He's been okay with the rest this afternoon. He did miss one earlier, but
18.
he hasn't missed one since then.
Started playing at the age of 8. His granddad bought him a table for Christmas, a familiar story. And right from that first moment, he would have dreamed about lifting up a trophy one day. And if he can win this frame, he'll be 2 matches away from doing that. 2 wins away. Ooh, no.
Elliot Slessor, 18.
Yeah, it's little things like that, isn't it? And I did say earlier on in the week that these blacks don't turn to the left, they don't drop into the pocket, they go absolutely straight. He needs to forget about that and keep playing good snooker. He hasn't left anything easy because the black has covered the all. Considering taking this long red on down the cushion. One of these reds could easily go over the left corner, the way that they're both playing the shots. Or it could go in. Oh, what a fluke that was, because he didn't play it well. He'd left a red on. A real stroke of luck, that, from Dominic Dale. Must make the most of it.
Just acknowledging the fluke.
3. Four. Eleven.
If you could play a little cannon to the red next to the green here and play the green, that would release the reds into that same corner pocket. Doesn't need that difficult red near the left side cushion. These 3 loose reds would be enough. Elliot Slessor missed the black off its spot.
16.
And sometimes the game just doesn't forgive you. Couldn't have been more cruel seeing Dominic Dale fluke that red.
Yes, and this does become a mental challenge when you've had the chance to win a match that, let's be honest, he's been the best player in, Slessor.
23.
But not got there yet. And the pressure grows therefore in the next
24.
frame to get it won. Otherwise we're into a decider, and then the pressure's the greatest ever. Dominic Dale has dug in here. Started with the fluke. And now needs this red, and it's going to be 4-3 barring snookers.
31.
And just because he's not at his best, it doesn't mean he can't win this match. He's got all the experience in the world, Dominic Dale, in a 32-year professional career,
32.
to dig out victories. Just checking the scores, 41 the difference, so 2 snookers needed. Could do with it in, this red. And in it goes.
36.
So the fluke was certainly helpful there, but of course Slessor had the chance before that, missed that black. He's apologising again, is Dominic, but he's right back in this match, trailing now only 4-3. Well, lots of people streaming in. I assume that's the evening audience being let in to see the end of this match between Elliot Slessor and Dominic Dale. A potential 2 frames remain. 4-3 to Slessor, because it was 4-2. Dale put together a nice little break there, 36. Doesn't sound much, but it won him that frame. Of course, tonight, both tables will be used. Gary Wilson and Anthony McGill on table 2 will be live on Discovery Plus, and here on Discovery Plus and Eurosport from 7, it'll be Luca Purcell against Martin O'Donnell, the winner of which will play whoever does prevail here. John Higgins, of course, already through in the top half.
Take your seat.
So Slessor had his chance there, but he's got to do it all again in frame 8.
Thank you. Frame 8. And it's Slessor to break.
could have took this long red on to the right corner, Dominic. I mean, he took the green on in the last frame. Didn't think it was too difficult, this red to the corner. Screw back for the blue, couldn't leave anything except the red he was playing. Elliot Slessor certainly having a go.
Yeah, there was just a slight noise there, just as he was about to play the shot, just regrouping. Would never know if he'd have potted it first time, but it didn't help, that interruption.
No, think positive. He may have missed it and got a thicker kiss and left it on.
Well, I think if he loses the match, that piece of paper will be torn up because he's been in control of it, hasn't he? But he's got a bit close, a bit tense as that red goes in. Great pot from Dale.
Now, chance to spread these reds. Hit the pink, full in the face. Unless that's a plant, the two reds near the black. If they're a plant, and they are, you may as well play for those.
Six.
Now, doesn't want to hit this too hard and cover the black.
Seven. $14. $15.
Well, it's early days in this frame, but is the tide turning? And one thing that's been saying, he's not really done his scored. Highest break still 51, but there's time for that to change.
Yeah, I think he is on a red to the left corner. Plenty of action again on that cue ball, drawing it through the reds. Yeah, he's on one. Can he get to the blue from it?
23.
The yellow not in the best spot playing this shot, so may have to come down between the green and brown. It's a little bit more difficult playing that. He's played it well though. As he left
28.
himself hampered. He got enough check on the cue ball, didn't he, to come down for those two reds into the left corner. But it looks like he's left himself hampered slightly. Nicely played. That was a good
29.
recovery shot. Oh, how's that not gone in?
Deal. 29.
Well, his problem started today in frame two, didn't they, when he missed a black to the opposite corner. And this was completely out the blue. He was starting to look good, wasn't he?
That corner pocket is dynamite, isn't it? I mean, Elliot Slessor missed a slow back into that corner pocket in the last frame.
1.
And a great chance now to try and win frame and match.
Well, as I say, just as he was starting to look good, it's all gone wrong and it's out of his hands. Elliot Slessor, couple of breaths, steps to the table, looking to close this out.
5.
Well, his heart will certainly
6.
be pounding right now. It's a matter of keeping that under control. He's got an easy red to the middle or a deep screw for the red to the same pocket.
$13. $14.
Yep, just enough. The right side of the blue. And reds at either side of the pack will go to both corners. Just depends which one he wants to play for.
Well, this story, in a way, this match has been just completely unexpected. Missed pots, so again, it's all about iron focus here on every shot, however easy they might seem.
20.
Well, this is the last of the easy reds. The two reds closest together, to the right of the pink,
27.
the lower one may go to this left corner. If it does, that's okay. It opens things up. Left an angle
28.
to give them a nudge. It could be all on this shot. He's looking at that red I mentioned, and I think it does go, but maybe a good time to go into them. And when he pots this one, it releases the other one
35.
next to it.
$36.
He's showing some steely nerve here, Elliot Slessor. Oh, he's caught the red though, and that's end of break.
Yes, and you can see the annoyance there
43.
because the match was kind of in his hands until just caught the red.
Yeah, sometimes though, you just cannot get enough screw on the ball to come past the red. If that was the case, then he could have played for the red to the right middle. It would have been simple to play for that. But Dominic will be coming back to the table. Had a little think about the shot. He just didn't get down and play down the table. He's played a terrific safety.
Yeah. Dale, at the point of no return here, cannot afford to leave a red on. 14 behind. It would surely be over if he did.
Oh, he's come past the red. He doesn't want to hit it. Oh, he's left an easy chance for Slessor. What a chance now.
One.
Sort of chance you dream about. To put yourself in a semi-final. Dominic Dale has fought hard, just hasn't quite reproduced the form that's got him to this quarter-final.
Nice little shot there he's played with the reverse side on the cue ball. Keeping under control, making things easy.
Yeah, and that's been the story, hasn't it? He's kept himself under control this afternoon. I think Elliot Slessor would accept that in times in the past his temperament's let him down, but not today. He's been exemplary. His attitude has been excellent, and that's been reflected in the way he's played.
I think he's a big occasion player, I really do. You know, he's had those 2 wins against Ronnie O'Sullivan, and when he comes onto the match table, he produces.
Well, he's 2 pots away here from the last 4 of the Welsh Open to set up what could be, for him, a very memorable weekend in his snooker career. Dominic Dale knows that this is the key ball now.
Yeah, he could do with that other red as well. But make sure of the black.
.38 in front, 35 on, 1 snooker, as Joe says, the red he would love to see disappear. Not that man, Elliot Slessor I'm talking about. And then he's surely in the semis. Well, in fact, he's playing the snooker.
Can't fault him.
Elliot Slessor.
Keep the pressure on. Got to hit it and get it safe. That's the first part.
I know one thing, if he wins this tournament, at the next event you'll see about 20 players with bits of paper in their seats. In it goes. He's been the better player without question here. And when things have gone wrong, he's just managed to cope with them mentally. Still taking no chances here.
Elliot Slessor, 1.
Pushing the black safe. So 39 in it, 27 on. And that is that. The world number 50. He's going to be in the semi-finals. He snooked himself, but surely it's not going to matter.
Foul.
Or is it?
Elliot Slessor,
Is it the
2.
blue, is he?
Dominic Dale, 5.
So, well, it's 36 in it now, 25 on, worth coming back. It's never straightforward, is it?
Now 3 snookers.
Right, it was 37 a second ago, the difference. Is that right? 36? Is that... Oh, thanks.
Dominic just clarifying the scores. 36 in it, as we said.
Excellent shot. Excellent shot. And if you can't see enough of the right side cushion, it's tough.
Well, of course, Gary Wilson, another Tyneside, he got the 3 snookers, didn't he, in that decider against Show You Long in the Scottish Open semis and won the match. Anyway, Slessor's escape for now. surely the green going in. He's going to be snookered again, I think, though. Well, he's looking at the scores, 39 in it.
Just say it'll add enough.
I'm trying.
It's anything.
Dominic Dale seems ready to concede here. Dominic Dale's had a great week here in Llandudno, but in the end, Slessor's more. It's Elliot Slessor through to his third ranking event semi-final appearance. It was hard work, but he was the better player for sure. He's beaten Dominic Dale by 5 frames to 3.